Welcome back one final time here on this Sunday evening to Baxter, Tennessee, the side of the District 7 AAA baseball tournament. And one more spot in the region tournament is up for grabs in this one as the Stone Memorial Panthers take on the White County Warriors. I'm Noah McKay, back on the call here on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network, joining the Jeff P.D. Goolsby press box by my broadcast partner Jacob Benson. And two different stories for these two teams today. A 10-0 run rule defeat for the Panthers earlier on against the Upperman Bees. Sparta just extended their season with a 4-1 victory over the Cumberland County Jets. And here we go, winner take all into the championship round of the district tournament, the district championship round, which is tomorrow. But more importantly, you advance on into the region tournament with a win here tonight. Coach Stokes was very smart with his pitchers this entire tournament, and as a result, he has his number one lefty arm on the mound in the form of Titus Bisbee, trying to make it 2-0 against the Warriors. These two teams played just a couple of days ago on this field, a 5-1 Stone victory. He got the hook early in that game, so he could pitch today.
54 pitches, exactly why you pull him out in that game, so he's available today, and he was great. 5 innings, only 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. White County really struggled to get it going against him and get on the base paths, but they've been swinging it well here these last couple of games here into this game, and this one is to extend your season.
We wondered who Coach Norris would go with on the mound for the Warriors. It is Gage Walker. He leads it off, and here we go on, again, a rainy day as the first pitch is slapped down the third base line. It's a fair ball, and Walker pulls in the first. It's a first pitch single, and a Sparta offense that rolled in their last several games opens up this one with a single.
Yeah, I mean, it's 14-0 against DeKalb County. Obviously lost to this Stone team 5-1, 12-1 against Livingston Academy, and then the 4-1 victory against Cumberland County just a little bit ago. And you saw Walker there as well, not trying to stretch it into 2. He got thrown out at second base in that last game, trying to stretch it to 2. Just stays at first, and Austin Pianchi will have a chance.
Austin Pianchi comes in as Titus Bisbee goes out of the stretch. Now, it is a little bit unconventional because he did throw 55 or 54 pitches on Thursday, so not traditional rest as this one's fouled into the Sparta dugout out of play. For Stone, they're going to try to withstand an early push. They're expecting that out of the Warriors. They have all the momentum. Their fans clearly outnumber the Panther fans who are here. They're playing with a big chip on their shoulder for a young baseball team. Coach Stokes knows they need to survive the first inning here as Pianchi climbs back in.
Well, they're coming off of a win. Stone is coming off of a loss. So you just, confidence-wise, you feel probably a little bit better over in that White County dugout right now. Even though you have Bisbee on the mound who threw it really well against this White County lineup last time out.
It's the exact lineup we just saw for Sparta. Pianchi at the plate, Smith, Gentry, Seal, Norris, Siebers, Wilson, and Adams here in this game, the 9th game of the tournament. The 0-1 pitch coming in, that one, this is a little bit inside. 1-1 here to Austin Pianchi.
And they do get a new home plate umpire as well, so 3 different home plate umpires will have 3 different zones.
Pianchi 0 for 4 earlier on today. Did reach once on an error and scored a run. 3 flyouts outside of that. The 1-1 comes up empty, tips it into the mid instead for strike 2. Same defensive alignment for the most part. Schaefer Sitton is in left for Stone. Drake Scarborough is in right. That's the only change with Bisbee coming onto the mound. Here comes the 1-2 home, and that one misses behind and gets away. No chance for Talon Hurd on the wild pitch. And the game's potential first run in scoring position as Gage Walker moves up 90 feet.
And this is something White County has been doing a great job of here in the tournament, taking advantage when they have runners in scoring position. A lot of their runs in that last game specifically came with 2 outs. Still nobody out here right here, obviously started the ball game. You've already got a runner on second base.
Runner is at second base, a 2-2 count to Austin Pianchi as Titus Bisbee tries to settle in here on the bump. Look back. We've seen all the teams in this tournament understood the nature of the tournament. They were preparing to potentially be in this game. As a result, Stone has a really good arm on the mound, and Sparta not uncomfortable with Gage Walker for them. The 2-2, this one set a mile up into the air, potentially another fly out. Ranging in from short is Templeton, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So Pianchi trying to find a way to barrel something up. Another pop out there.
Yeah, unable to move the runner over to third base 90 feet up. So We'll try to do it again here with Eli Smith, who had a heck of a game in game number 1 today against Cumberland County.
He had a single, a sac fly, and RBI, but then had 2 absolute ropes in from the outfield. One gunned a runner down, another held a runner at third. Those loomed huge in a 4-1 ball game. Bisbee, see if that out settles him in. The 7th pitch is swung on. This one popped up and out of play. It has just been kind of gross all day long, and we're expecting light rain to continue maybe this entire game. But we're going to get it in one way or the other at this point. It feels like 48 degrees. It has all day long. It's just blah outside.
It's great descriptor of it. Perfect.
Eli Smith awaits the 0-1, and he goes with the pitching wedge on that one and fouls it back 0-2.
And you mentioned it, when that light rain comes down, it makes it a little bit more difficult for the pitchers on the mound and getting the grip that they want to grip, but trying to make the pitches that they really want to throw, just can't quite get it right.
We've been told unequivocally we're playing baseball tomorrow outside of some weird weather we're not anticipating. So we are going to have a championship round as time is called. Bisbee was looking back, but it was before the pitch. Smith wanted to reset, so he'll get that at 0-2. Let us know in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. And we welcome you on to the main UCR YouTube channel, Facebook page, and the NFHS network this evening. I'm Noah. He's Jacob. We've been with you the whole time. We'll be with you again tomorrow, and then we'll re-rack it. Probably back here, but we'll see. It'll be somewhere in the Upper Cumberland starting on Friday.
Whoever wins tomorrow.
Somebody's got to beat Upperman twice to win the district. Comes the 0-2. This one for Smith, ripped into left field on the ground. Being sent around is Walker. He's going to score. A terrible throw allows the runner to move up 90 feet. It's an RBI single for Eli Smith. He advances on the throw home, and Sparta strikes first.
Almost exactly what they're doing, have continued to do in these first couple of games in the district tournament. Getting runners moved around, timely hitting, and it's not any easier with Cole Gentry coming to the plate now for the Warriors.
Here's Cole Gentry. You mentioned does not get easier. 2 base hits already for Sparta. They're looking for more here. Titus Bisbee going to try to lock it in, and it's going to be his ball because he's by far the best option that Trent Stokes has available right now. Obviously, Schaefer sitting through earlier. He could pitch some in this game if they want to. Everybody who's available can go with your season on the line, but they want Titus Bisbee to give them a good outing.
Of course, this one an elimination game, and then if you win this one, you get a few more. So this is huge.
You burn everybody today. Here comes the 1-0 instead. Bisbee with just a look back.
Second time he's done that, and White County's doing a pretty good job bouncing around, staying in his head right now, trying to make him uncomfortable on the mound.
The 1-0. This one ripped, and it's off the outstretched glove of the third baseman, Gage Eldridge. Put a single on the board for Cole Gentry, the 3rd hit of the inning for Sparta, and it's runners at the corners for Kaysen Seal, who has been just living at third base in this tournament.
Well, now Gage Eldridge in a little bit of trouble because he banged knees with Smith, I believe, coming around there.
Eldridge had to stretch out for it, and then the collision. He's kind of favoring his left knee, it looks like. Cookville's on the doorstep of knocking off Lebanon over across the county at Tennessee Tech today.
They would still have to win another game to get into that championship as well out of the losers bracket.
Went undefeated in district play, lost the first game of the district tournament, now trying to go the scenic route. And we maybe need to look at Eldridge, but he says he's staying in. So now here's Kaysen Seal. Yeah, he certainly is, and he's got the glove off. That left knee, as that first pitch misses up, and if I'm Kaysen Seal, I'm bunting down the third base line 100 out of 100 times.
It's not a bad idea.
We've only seen one bunt in the tournament for Sparta, though.
It did score a run.
It was a perfect bunt for Eli Smith, and Bisbee throws behind him over at first as Gentry's back in. Smith is at third right now. Cole Gentry's at first. Each of them have singles. Gage Walker singled and has since scored. A pop out mixed in, and here we are, a 1-0 game with a 1 out. Bisbee delivers that pitch, a little bit up.
And Eldridge trying to stretch it out over there. I think him and Smith kind of bumped as Smith was trying to advance. He didn't, obviously kind of tipped off the glove of Eldridge out into the outfield, so he wasn't going to have a chance to score. It was very shallow.
And we've already seen this much more. Bisbee was just in rhythm dealing on Thursday. We've seen Sparta step out a couple of times trying to change up that rhythm. Here comes the 2-0. And this one swung on, sent up into the air. Is it deep enough? Left fielder gives chase. And instead will give off to center. Here comes the throw home, and there will be no play as it's cut off. And an RBI sac fly for Kaysen Seal doubles the early White County lead to 2.
You mentioned it. He's been over on third base quite a bit throughout this tournament, but he does the job there. Puts it high into the outfield, exactly what you're looking for. It is the second out, but it's also the second run.
Bowman just with the hard throw back to short, knowing there's no chance you're going to get the Speedy Smith heading home. Here's Colt Norris climbing in for the first time, and he's first pitch swinging, fouls it out of play. And if you think back to that Cumberland County game, it was 5 up, 5 down for the Jets, and Norris foul-tipped one on what would have been strike 3, just tipped it, and then hit a single, and then it was on for the Warriors.
He came around to score that first run in that inning in the second inning.
The 0-1, this one flicked up into the air, angling back at short and able to make the catch is Griffin Templeton, but not before the White County Warriors strike for 2. First chance for Stone when we return. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
We head to the bottom of the first inning, and Gage Walker's going to feel pretty comfortable because he has a 2-run lead already. The righty on the mound has appeared in this tournament already. He's in a big spot here trying to extend the season for the Warriors. Stone will be looking for a quick answer as we get back to it. Same starting line for the Panthers as we saw earlier on today against the Bees. Templeton, Hurd, Eldridge, Bisbee, Hench, Bowman, Sitton, Scarborough, and Wilson as they trail 2-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned Gage Walker coming here in, starting this ball game. Pitched a couple of innings against Stone Memorial the other night in the 5-1 loss. 2 innings, and he was really good. No hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts, no walks. He threw 22 pitches, 15 strikes, so he's hoping to mirror that effort here in this one. And, I mean, like you said, all bets are off in this game because if you win this one, tomorrow doesn't matter. You're in the region tournament no matter what, and you're taking on the #1 team no matter what tomorrow as well.
Whoever wins this game tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the district championship game is going to be relatively out of arms and face against an Upperman team that has Chris Worsing reared up and ready to go, and Justin Fowen and Rookie Allison behind him, and Garson Holroyd ready to go as well. It's tough sledding tomorrow. You're just trying to get there, though, and extend yourself into next weekend into the Region 4 3A tournament.
Yeah, you're just trying to get to tomorrow because then you get a Friday, Saturday game against District 8.
First pitch swung on and missed from Griffin Templeton. And Walker, his hat flew off his head on every warm-up pitch. It starts here by flying off the head. 0-1, that one misses a little bit outside, 1-1. So Stone would love to get those runs right back immediately, if not more, and say, hey, maybe this is going to be a shootout, but we're going to play that way. The 1-1, Templeton reaches at that one, sends it up and over the light pole. I thought we may have a shattered glass situation. We do not.
We've seen it done.
We have. 1-2 here for Templeton. Walker rocks and deals. This one ripped over towards short, fielded cleanly on an awkward hop. Throw to first is low, but picked out nicely by Griffin Adams for out #1.
That was a good job, and Nice job by Bianchi at shortstop as well. I got on him in a hurry. He kind of side-swiped it, but able to glove it and able to make a good enough throw.
Talon Hurd's the catcher. He climbs in for the first time. And a good start for Walker on the mound to retire a tough leadoff batter in Templeton. First pitch swinging for Bisbee. Flares it out into right. A little adjustment, but angling back and making the catch for out number 2 is Eli Smith.
Yeah, I mean, Eli Smith, we saw kind of the weapon that he is in the outfield in that last game against Cumberland County. So he played really well, obviously winning Player of the Game honors.
Comes Gage Eldridge for the first time. He watches the pitch miss a little bit out. Close but no cigar. Just 7 pitches here on this one as Eldridge chops it over to third. Gentry fields cleanly. Long throw to make across the infield. It's low, and an E5 is going to allow the inning to continue and bring up Titus Bisbee.
Yeah, that's tough, especially for Walker. Felt like you were able to get out of the inning. And now it continues, and Titus Bisbee will try to use that to his advantage with the reaching on the error over at first.
Titus Bisbee will stride in, trying to help his own cause here. Eldridge able to leg it out to first. And now out of the stretch goes Walker. And the first pitch swinging here right towards Austin Bianchi, who flashes the leather and makes the catch to retire the side. 2-0 Warriors as we head to the second. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Welcome back. 2-0 Sparta. Gotta love it if you're Coach Norris and the White County Warriors right now, Jacob. You get the fast start, trying to parlay that momentum from the last game into this one. And a 2-0 lead as they try to punch a ticket into the region tournament.
Yeah, you got 2 runs on the board. I mean, that's exactly what you're looking for, especially against a guy who it was perfect through the first few innings against you in the last outing just a couple of days ago. So you're able to jump on him a couple of runs. Now we'll just see if White County is able to continue doing what they've been doing here in these last few ball games. I mean, offensively, they've been so good, especially in these last 2 games, to keep their season alive and able to get here into this win and get into the district championship game.
Gentry's Power Equipment is your hometown steel and Exmark dealer located on Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville. Gentry's Power Equipment, your one-stop shop for your outdoor power equipment needs. Get yourself a new mower, chainsaw, leaf blower, weed eater, everything else right there in Cookeville. We appreciate them being a presenting sponsor of today's game and all of our postseason coverage. Climbing in, here's Caden Siebers as it's 7-8-9 due up. First pitch swinging for Siebers. He sends it up in the air. Bowman has a beat on it in center, and he makes the catch. A 1-pitch out to open up the second.
He had to come in quite a ways for it, but like you said, able to read it pretty well. And again, not quite dark enough to matter when you get it above the lights just yet. Obviously, only 6 o'clock, so the first 2 games moved along pretty well and got a pretty good start time for this 3rd game of the day.
Here comes Matthew Wilson for the first time, the left fielder. First pitch, that's right down Main Street for strike 1. 18 pitches so far for Titus Bisbee. 18 pitches so far for Titus Bisbee. 0-1. This one chopped over. Long way to come from Wilson. Fields it on a hop and beats the speedy runner by a step or so. And 2 quick outs here for the Panthers defense.
And Bisbee feeling a lot better now after getting those 2 outs. You get the fly out, you get the ground out, and now you got to try to get a tough out against Griffin Adams here in this 9 spot.
It is the 9-hole hitter, Griffin Adams, striding in. Bisbee trying to settle into an elimination game. That's where you take a deep breath. It's a Stone team that thought they were going to be in the region tournament last year and really flamed out against DeKalb County and weren't happy with how that ended. They're trying to finish better here today this year. To do it, they'll have to come back as the first pitch is across for strike 1. The 0-1, big swing and a miss on that one, and it's quickly 0-2 as Adams takes a lap.
And it's tough to go up against this White County team right now. They're winners of 5 of their last 6. Obviously, the only loss in there was to this Stone team.
Now Hurd lines up on the outside portion, and pitch misses a little bit in. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Hurd lined up in the other batter's box on that one. Pitch ended up over the plate. Top of the order looming if Adams found a way to get on here. The 0-2. That one bounces in. Game 1 tomorrow, 5 o'clock. There would be a second game if the Bees were to lose that first game.
Tomorrow's no elimination either. Doesn't matter. Just deciding essentially the 1 and the 2 seed.
It matters in one major way as the 1-2 comes in. That one is close, but no cigar. 2-2. Tullahoma's going to win District 8 AAA.
Yeah.
You get to host the region tournament, and you would
stay away from Tullahoma.
Correct. And here comes the 2-2. This one swung on, sent a mile up into the air. Could be a tough play. Long way to go for Wilson. He backpedals all the way into the middle of the outfield and makes the catch to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for the Panthers defense. And we will head to the bottom half in a 2-0 ball game. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Welcome back. 5-6-7 due up for the Panthers as they trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. It is win or go home. Kyle Hinch going to get it started. For Gage Walker, faced one base runner. It came on an error in the field behind him. Other than that, he worked really clean, just 7 pitches in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, and you mentioned for Stone Memorial last year, that getting to these rounds in the district tournaments, thinking that they should be able to make that district championship game. Maybe a little bit of an upset by DeKalb County, 9-8.
And this one barreled up the middle by Hinch. It's the first base hit for the Panthers, and they have a leadoff single to bring up Tanner Bowman trying to do some damage.
But all that to say, that's sitting in the back of their mind right now. They don't want that chance to slip away again. They want to get back into the region tournament, and Hinch doing the job, getting on base, and they're going to need some of those base runners to be moved around here, trailing by a couple of runs.
Bunt is shown here. Pretty good one on the first base line. Walker with plenty of speed. He's typically over at second. He gets over and makes the flip for the easy first out, but that's the small ball of Trent Stokes, and it'll bring Schaefer sitting to the plate, and we'll see if he does something similar.
So you get the runner in scoring position, and again, you're only down by 2 runs, so if you bring a run across, you can cut that in half and make it very possible to get right back in.
First pitch swinging for Sitton. Comes up empty on that one from Walker. And Gentry over at third playing in. Glance back, now the 0-1. That one misses up. So for Stone, you don't need both of them back, but you'd love to get that one back on the board, tighten the game up a little bit. And Bisbee much cleaner against 7, 8, 9 in the top half of this inning.
Something to right field, whether it's in the air or on the ground. Move that runner to third.
1-1, that one misses up and in. 2-1.
And you'd love to just get on base, too.
Yeah, base hit, something into the outfield. We've seen these outfielders, though, for Sparta with big arms, especially in right. That pitch a little bit out. 3 balls, 1 strike. And umpire had 3-2 for a moment, and Sitton says, I think it's 3-1. Umpire
indeed.
says, you are correct. A 3-1 payoff pitch. That one misses. Oh, my goodness, he called a strike. Oh, my goodness. That pitch was not close. Well, it took game 3 before we have a real bad one. Meaning call.
We've seen some generous ones.
We've seen some generous ones. That one was bad. Here comes the 3-2. And he swung at ball 4, and that's a direct result of the last pitch.
Yeah.
And Gage Walker says thank you very much for his first punch out.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, you get that last pitch rung up on you, so you got to be swinging at this one because it's in a similar spot, just a little more over the middle of the plate. And he swings right underneath.
First pitch swinging here for Scarborough. And sometimes that's all you need on the mound. You say, all right, it's going back my way. And the rain continues to fall here.
And he went right back to that spot as well.
He's gone there both times. And now there's the right on cue. It's kind of incredible how close that pitch was as he slips on the way down. And it just missed outside.
Yeah, just completely lost his footing on the plant.
That pitch didn't go to the moon. Is pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty close, actually.
1-1. And again, high pitch swung on and fouled off. It's 1-2. Walker may have stumbled onto a new motion with that one.
They'll throw off the timing a little bit, I think.
Every once in a while, I'm just going to fall down.
You don't know if you're going to get drilled with it or not.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second for Stone with 2 outs. That one just foul tipped, and we'll do it again. Drake Scarborough came in and pitched and got fed to the Wolves just a little bit earlier on, but 8 an inning. And he's back in his standard right field in game number 2 of the day. Here comes the 1-2. That one misses up and in, 2-2.
I mentioned those hats falling off. A little reminiscent of Alec Wilson with the Upperman Bees last year. His hat would always fall off. Must have gotten a tighter one this year.
The 2-2. Fouled back. A good battle developing here between Scarborough and Gage Walker.
Absolutely. 2-2 and able to battle your way back into it. Few foul balls already. You've got that runner in scoring position. You would love to bring him home.
Another one coming home from Walker. 3-2.
Walker's thinking, hey, I just got a call up there.
Yes. Here we go. A 3-2 payoff pitch with 2 outs. Walker kicks and deals. Sent up into the air, angling towards foul territory. Adams gives chase, and he sticks the glove out and makes the catch to retire the side. The Warriors work around a leadoff single and leave a man in scoring position. We'll head to the third, still 2-0. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
It's gross outside in Baxter right now. Rain coming down, still that thin rain, but there's quite a bit of it consistently falling, and we head to the top of the third. It's 2-0. Sparta on top. They scored both runs in the first, and they maintain their lead. Titus Bisbee back to work here in inning number 3.
Yeah, and Titus Bisbee found a little bit of rhythm there, but now the rain has made its presence known again, and it feels like we're probably going to have this for the rest of the game. But as we've said, they're going to play this one unless it's just a torrential downpour and makes it unplayable. They're going to play this one through.
Yeah, unless it starts puddling out there, we're going to play. Top of the order due up here for the Warriors. They did the damage. 1, 2, 3. It's Gage Walker who led it off with a single, came around to score one of those 2 runs, and to lead it off here. The lefty Bisbee's first pitch misses outside for ball 1.
How big of a confidence boost was it there in that first inning for White County to jump on Bisbee early and get those 2 runs across after being mowed down?
This one popped up, angling into foul territory. Long way to go, and Eldridge looked like he never had a real beat on it, and no chance for Templeton to get there.
He may still be struggling with that when he got knocked in the knee in that first inning.
That's a good point.
And just kind of slowly getting back into that third base spot.
So it's just a high strike 1. 1-1 the count here to Gage Walker. Followed up by Austin Pianchi and Eli Smith. 1-1. That one dips away. 2 balls, 1 strike.
White County trying to go the long route.
Somebody had
winning
to.
that first game.
2-1. Yeah, that'd be impressive to your point. Stone, of course, was the 2 seed. So Stone, they played against White County. They played today. And then again today, it's 3 games. Sparta, they played Thursday. They played Friday. They played earlier today. And here, the extra game, as that one misses ball 4. And Gage Walker leads it off with a trip down to first on the base on balls.
That's a good AB, and again, that foul ball into foul territory. Obviously, mentioned Eldridge maybe still a little bit shaken up, not able to get back there in time. It was a tough play no matter what, but able to take advantage, works the count, and finds himself on first again.
Pianchi popped out to short back in his first plate appearance, and he's been trying to flatten it out a little bit. Been a lot of pop-ups for him. And that's going to continue potentially. This one sent way up into the air again. Templeton in the infield has the catch for out number 1.
You mentioned it. And really seems like Bisbee has gotten a lot of these batters to do that. We even saw it there with Walker. It was just into foul territory. And in that second inning, he was able to get him to pop it out a little bit more. And it's kind of what got him into that groove.
Walker with plenty of speed takes his lead over at first. Eli Smith at the plate. He's singled. And the first pitch bounces in. Ball 1. Looking for that breaking ball that time was Bisbee. Look over towards Walker. And Smith puts a healthy cut at that one and fouls it back.
Bisbee trying to work his way back into it again, finding that rhythm there in inning number 2. Gives up the leadoff walk.
1 RBI so far for Smith. Looks over, does Bisbee. Now the kick and deal. 1-1. Chops this one over. Eldridge Field's going to throw to second in time for 1. No throw to first. So they'll get the lead runner on the fielder's choice. And out number 2, and striding in will be Cole Gentry.
And a good decision there by Eldridge over at third base. The short throw to second and a good throw gets that lead out. So now 2 outs and the runner on first feels a little bit better.
Gentry singled back in the first inning, and now there's another crack at it here. Margaret's tuning in, cheering on the Panthers. Our friend Mark from Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is tuning in. Lane is watching. First pitch swinging here. This one's popped up. It's going to angle out of play out of right field. Principal Wilson tuning in again, of course, cheering on the Warriors, as is Dora and Dave. Appreciate all you for joining us. Jacob's speaking Mandarin to me. Can't read that. Bisbee's pitch, again, fouled up and out of play. It's 0-2. You could give me 50 guesses to see what you were saying, and I wouldn't get it right. I got no clue. Cole Gentry at the plate if he finds a way on. Kaysen Seal coming up next. 0-2, already 36 pitches. Not too bad in the third for Titus Bisbee. He glances over and now kicks and deals. This one chopped over again. Eldridge, and it rolls under. Took the hop off the grass. And everybody's going to be safe. It's going to be a single for Cole Gentry.
Yeah, and again, another one of those tough ones where it takes a weird bounce, but Eldridge, even if he gets over there in time, if it takes a good bounce, he's still going to have to make it a tough play. So nice job getting on, and now one of the best bats in the lineup for White County coming to the plate again, and this is where they do a lot of their damage. They get 2 runners on, they got 2 outs, and they're still able to bring them home.
Coach Eric Mitchell and Jessica tuning in on YouTube. He just texted me, so that's how I know. Welcome you in if you're watching on YouTube as well. If you're on the NFHS network, you can't comment, but we welcome you in. Kaysen Seal strides in. He did his job last time. An RBI sac fly. Now here, he's not looking for that. With 2 outs and 2 on, as Sparta looks for some key insurance. And again, time going to be called for Seal. And Bisbee never left the rubber. He stayed right there the whole time. And immediately goes into his leg kick. Seal sends this one angling towards the gap. Could be tough. Long way to go. Laying out. And it is down. 1 run scores. The stop sign on at third. It's an RBI double for Kaysen Seal, continuing to get it done for the White County Warriors.
I was just going to say, how about Kaysen Seal in this district tournament? Been absolutely massive. Another triple in that last game against Cumberland County. That time he puts it down into the gap and able to score another run across. This White County team, they're playing some good baseball right now.
I'll tell you, that was postseason effort for Tanner Bowman. He laid out on that one as it was angling towards the gap. He almost got it. Instead, it drops, and now big moment as Colt Norris climbs in. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. Sparta's lead is 3-0, but they want more in the top of the third. First pitch, that one misses, and it's 1-0.
And again, it's going to be Bisbee's day because after Bisbee, you got to find somewhere, but they hope Bisbee can start to settle in a little bit.
Here comes the 1-0. That one a little bit up. 2-0. You do have the empty base. Caden Sievers on deck next. The Sparta offense continuing to get it done, as we've seen them really the last 2 weeks, with the one exception, the last time against Stone on Thursday. That one misses low, and it's 3-0. And imagine if you lose him, there's going to be a trip to the mound to have a discussion with Titus Bisbee.
And the pitch count just now starting to balloon just a little bit.
Here's the 3-0. Ball 4, a 4-pitch walk for Colt Norris, and the bases are juiced for the Warriors here. And it'll bring up Caden Sievers, and it is time, and it's going to be Trent Stokes coming out to have a word, at least a word. And will he make a change is the question. You got to put everything you got in on this game, and the question is a Bisbee who maybe isn't at 100% your best option at this point in the ball game?
Yeah, threw 54 pitches just the other night on Friday to get that win against this White County team, and so you're wondering what his endurance is like in this one. I'm going to guess this is probably just a conversation right now just to see, all right, how you feeling? Can you get this final out, get to that next inning, and try to get the bats maybe going a little bit for the Panthers?
Petey doesn't like it when the lights go off in the Jeff Petey Goolsby press box. Caden Sievers comes in. There were 2 outs on the board, then a single, double, and a walk have loaded the bases. White County trying to cash in. This is a big moment. Titus Bisbee is staying in the ball game. Not a big surprise. First pitch waved at and missed, 0-1.
This opportunity, this is what White County has done a great job of here in the district tournament. When they get runners in scoring position, they're able to bring them home.
Sievers flew out to center in his first plate appearance. Here comes the 0-1. Late decision. Foul tip, 0-2.
And if you're Bisbee, you would love a strikeout.
And you go to attack mode after the last 2 swings to see if he does. The 0-2 coming home. That one misses outside. Siebers lays off.
Yeah, that's exactly where Hurd set up. So they were trying to get him to chase out there. And 0 and 1 and 2, you can still go anywhere. You can bring the breaking ball if you want to.
Big head nod, yes. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking ball. Siebers weakly rolls this one into foul territory. And the pitch count's not a problem within this game. Of course, pitched just a few days ago, but at 45 through 2 2/3 is not great, but it's not horrible.
Especially if you can get this out here.
Right. This is a big set of pitches. Here comes the 1-2. Siebers smacks this one, angling foul by maybe 5 feet or so. That would have scored several Warriors.
That would have been very dangerous. You already had Case and Seal. He was right behind Cole Gentry.
Seal can fly. We've seen him turn around the base paths in this tournament.
He's been on third base 3 times, 2 triples, a double that he turned into an extra base.
Here comes the 1-2 home. Again, Bisbee trying to strand the bases loaded, and instead time going to be called. And that's been a big adjustment. You can tell from the Warriors. They've tried to keep Bisbee off balance out there. The 1-2. Breaking ball, rolled foul, will do it again.
It's a really good battle, especially on 1 and 2. Siebers doing a great job of just fouling anything off that's close and trying to save it until he gets something good that he can handle.
1-2 again. Bisbee knows what he wants to throw. Says no to the first, yes to the second. Kicks and deals. Fastball swung on and missed, and Titus Bisbee strands the bases loaded. One across for the Warriors as we head to the bottom half. It's 3-0. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team represents a dedicated group of individuals possessing a wealth of expertise in land and farm sales. They possess a range of resources at their disposal, all aimed at showcasing the innate qualities of each property. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Land and Farm Team is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. Both teams trying to make the region tournament for the first time in a long time. For Stone Memorial, first time ever if they were able to come back and win this baseball game. But right now it's 3-0 Sparta. They had the potential for a lot more. Bases loaded. They're stranded there. Titus Bisbee with a big strikeout. It's why he's on the mound today. 9-1-2 due up for the Panthers here. Gage Walker's thrown 24 pitches through 2 innings of work.
Yeah, a big opportunity here for Stowe Memorial to try to get back into it now. And we were kind of talking about it with Cumberland County in that last game. They were only down by 2 runs at times and just were never able to cut it any closer. We'll see if Stowe Memorial is maybe able to do so. But White County so far with that 3-0 lead.
Cade Wilson going to climb in here for the first time. He went 1 for 2 earlier today against the Bees with a single and a flyout. First pitch here misses outside for ball 1. Just 1 base hit so far for the Panthers. They've had 2 base runners. One reached on an error, then the single, as that one misses a tick low, 2-0.
Walker's done a pretty good job on the mound. Obviously only allowing the 1 hit so far has walked the batter.
Working quickly. This one, a little check swing and fouled back. Wilson at the plate will be followed up by the top of the order. Griffin, Templeton, and Talon Hurd. As Stone knows they need to start rallying. The 2-1 misses outside.
This might be where Walker has been a little bit wild at times. He might start to be a little bit more patient at the plate and make him come to you.
The 3-1. This one sent way up into the air, angling up and out of play, and will run full again. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch count, not an issue yet. Just 29 right now for Gage Walker.
Here comes the 3-2. And this one sent up, may stay in the park. Long way to go for Smith in right. He gives it a look, but it drops as he runs out of room.
Right at the warning track there in foul territory.
In the tournament, White County routed DeKalb back on Wednesday, 14-0. Then fell against Stone 5-1 on Thursday. Then turned around, beat Livingston on Friday, 12-1. 2 run rule victories for him in the tournament. Beat Sparta 4-1, or pardon me, beat Cumberland County 4-1 earlier on today. As that one misses up, ball 4, and Cade Wilson works a leadoff walk. Second straight inning with the leadoff base runner reaching for the Panthers. It'll bring up Griffin Templeton, who grounded out to short in his first appearance.
And that's not what you want to do against the 9-batter in the lineup either. So now you send it back to the top of the lineup. And Griffin Templeton, who's got a ton of speed, he could put a bunt down and try to reach base too.
For Stone Memorial, they knocked off Sparta 5-1 before falling earlier to the Bees 10-0 in 5. As the first pitch here misses away, and on a wet day, trying to get that mound the way he wants it is Gage Walker, kicking the dirt back and forth. It's go time here for Stone. You don't want that lead to continue to hang over your head for long. Throw over. Wilson with a ton of speed, so probably a wise move to look him back.
And it has continued to rain. It's just that light rain, but it really hasn't let up since the game started.
This one sent up into the air into left field, angling back. Beat on it there, and the catch is made for out number 1. No problem for Matthew Wilson.
Yeah, much better job that time on the route. Obviously, he struggled a little bit in that Cumberland County game. Obviously slipping the one time and then able to make a nice adjustment on his second catch out there and left.
Talon Hurd, he's flown out in his first appearance out to right field, climbs in here for crack number 2. Wilson takes his lead, stays put for now. Interesting, there was no small ball there. No bunt shown at all for Templeton, who had plenty of speed as well. He was swinging away.
Yeah, Talon Hurd also has plenty of speed, but it's tough to have your top few batters in the lineup put bunts down and kind of take the bat out of their hands.
Yeah, it's that balancing act here in the postseason. The 1-0. There's the bunt shown for Hurd. It's a great one. Walker races up. Throw to first is offline and gets away. Smith backing it up is to it and right. On the error, everybody moves up 90 feet. It's going to be a hit, then an error, as Hurd had legged it out regardless. So give the second base hit of the day for the Panthers, and now a huge opportunity for Gage Eldridge.
Oh, this is the biggest opportunity of the day for the Stone Memorial Panthers. Second and third, 1 out. And again, you go back to that last game against Cumberland County. They had second and third and 1 out. Back-to-back innings, unable to get any runs out of it. I think they got 1 run out of it. And now we'll see what Stone Memorial can do with Gage Eldridge at the plate.
First pitch swinging for Eldridge. Sends it up into the air. Long way to go. A beat on it the whole way. Runner tagging from third. Here comes the throw. It's cut off, and it's an RBI sac fly that puts the Panthers on the board. Gage Eldridge does the job.
Yeah, exactly what you were looking for. Bring that first run across, cut it to 2, and you still got a runner in scoring position.
And we'll double check that bunt was going to be ruled a single, then an error with Petey. Okay, perfect. Titus Bisbee trying to help his own cause in a major, major way. With 2 outs, first pitch swing. This one rolled right back to Walker, underhand flip, and that will retire this side. The Panthers get 1 run back. We head to the middle frames. It's 3-1. This is the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Three to one. Welcome back to a rainy Baxter, Tennessee, and it is a steady rain right now. If it starts to pool on the field, it's going to be a not-so-fun discussion. You get through 5, it can be official, but in an elimination game, you really want to play it through if you can in any way, shape, or form. Due up here for the White County Warriors, 8-9-1 as they look to extend their lead. It was cut back down to 2 as each team scored 1 in the third.
Well, and about the rain, look at the radar. It looks like it's this one cell. It might pass in about 20 minutes or so. So if they wanted to delay it, they probably could. But, I mean, they've been playing through this light rain. But, again, it's since the start of the ball game, it has just kind of continued on. So it is very, very wet out there. Everything is wet right now. And they did a great job of getting the field ready. But it also comes down to being able to hold on to the baseball, being able to swing the bat. Here on the top of the fourth, you said it. If you get through 5, it turns into an official game.
First pitch is across for strike 1 here to Matthew Wilson, and I count this as rain. We called it mist earlier. I think this is straight up rain. 0-1. This bunt popped up into the air, back into the mesh net. Just the second time Sparta's shown bunt in the tournament. It's 0-2.
Well, the first time it went for a hit, scored a run as well.
So Wilson, Adams, and Walker here for White County. On the top of the fourth, it's going to get late in a hurry, as we always say. And when your season on the line, it starts to get real intense real quick. Here's the 0-2. This one popped up in the air and out of play again. And one thing Sparta's done really well against Cumberland County earlier and now here is take the lead and hold the lead.
Yeah.
You get to play so much freer when you're the team that's in front, and that other team has to kind of press and can start to make some mistakes.
Yeah, and they're going to need more good innings from Gage Walker on the mound. He's been solid so far.
We saw it from Cumberland County trying to steal a couple of runs as that one's waved at and missed. Titus Bisbee's dialed it back in. That's a punch out, second in a row for him, and second total in the outing.
Yeah, he got a little bit of help that time as well. He was trying to go outside, but he got a chase, and, hey, 2 strikes. You don't want to really put it anywhere near the middle of the plate, so that was a good pitch.
That one fouled back, 0-1.
And kind of fouled off a hurt a little bit as well, so give him a second. I like the Bees down here over the third base dugout right in front of it. They've got the little bubble tent put up, taking care of the baseballs and drying them off.
Here comes the 0-1. That one, and a little self-preservation for Adams as he slides out of the way. Hit the moonwalk on that one. I guess it's the other Michael Jackson move, the jump back, feet up.
Slide step,
With
jump.
the hee-hee mixed in.
There you go, the hee-hee big
I could
step.
do it if you want, but if I blow out the microphone, as that one misses upstairs, and it's.
Oh, I thought you meant you were
doing
going to like show us how to do it.
I could do both if you could turn the camera around, but that doesn't
Is
work
that going to
anymore.
end well?
No. Here comes the 2-1. That one misses outside, and that water could be playing a role a little bit. Didn't look like it came out clean.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. It's turning into a legit rain.
That one misses downstairs. Ball 4 and a 1-out walk for Griffin Adams out of the 9-hole, doing the job. Flips the lineup over for Gage Walker.
It's a nice job by both players that bat in that 9 spot, and now Adams able to get on base, and it's back to Walker to try to move him around here with 1 out. And again, we haven't seen a lot of small ball. Walker's been swinging a good bat. We'll see if the lefty tries to put one down.
He is super fast. That's one of the reasons you may see it, but we'll see. Nope, he's swinging away, and he sends this one into right field, angling up, laying out, and making the catch. Flattening out forward and right field is Drake Scarborough for out number 2.
That's a really good job by Drake Scarborough. Lays it out like you said. If it gets past, it's scoring a run. And he puts his body on the line and able to make the catch for out number 2.
That's the play that keeps you alive in district tournaments. Here comes Austin Pianchi, 0 for 2, 2 pop-outs, both to short. He's trying to find that swing today. Been a little bit of a slog for him at the plate, but nothing one big swing can't change.
Yeah, you said it. Trying to level it out.
First pitch, that one
Good
up the outside corner. He thinks it was up. It's 0-1.
A little two-seam action from Bisbee as well from the lefty. Kind of breaks away from the righties.
The 0-1. This one ripped, and that is flattening out the swing. Austin Pianchi sends it into left. Big turnaround second. Everyone stays where they are. It's a 2-out single, and here comes Eli Smith.
That ball is drilled down the line. Eldridge, no chance at it, diving to his right, and this is what White County does. They get runners on, they move them around, and bring them in time or two at a time. Now they got one of their best batters at the plate to try to do it as well.
First pitch, misses low, 1-0.
61 on the gun that time from Bisbee. Kind of looped in there.
Both runners bouncing around on the base paths a little bit. The 1-0 from Bisbee. Smith went down after that one, and it's 1-2. Pardon me, 1-1. These are two teams hungry to get into the next round. Sparta kind of playing with that upstart energy to them a little bit, that rowdy energy that we don't know any better. We don't know that we should be worried about this game energy that can play really well for you in this sport. They could play really well for them next week against Tullahoma if that's where they ended up. They don't care that Tullahoma just won it all and that Upperman won it all a couple years ago. It was in the state championship the year after.
You just need one.
Comes the 1-1. Smith chops at that one and sends it foul.
We're kind of talking about it between games. If you can get into tomorrow, if you can get into that region tournament, you can mess around in game 1, then you just got to win one game. You'll have a chance in a sectional round no matter what.
1-2. Bisbee delivers. Breaking ball. Smith rolls this one really softly. Wilson tries to tag. Did he catch him? No. Did he get him on the backside? Yes! Says he did. Pianchi couldn't believe it as he went over the bag and then another tag. And Coach Norris, I believe, wants to have a discussion, but that will retire the side in dramatic fashion. We'll head to the bottom half. It's still 3-1 White County. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring 2 plots of land in Livingston. This property features 3 prime acres of commercial real estate right off of Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston. You can bid on these properties at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on these online-only auctions ends on Thursday, May 8th at 12 noon. Eminence Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Very interesting end to the inning. A tag dodged and then another tag applied on the other side of the bag, and field umpire says he's out. He had a closer view than we did. We all kind of went, ooh, not so sure about that. Either way, it's a break for the Stone Memorial Panthers. They'll look to capitalize. 5, 6, 7. Hench, Bowman, and Sitton due up as they try to claw back into a 2-run deficit.
It was really, really close, and if he is safe, it's bases loaded, still 2 outs, but an opportunity for White County to maybe tack on some more. And now Gage Walker going to be back on the mound and able to get a strike across.
Kyle Hench was the first hit of the game for Stone Memorial back in the second inning to lead it off. He's trying to do the same thing here as he ripped a single into the outfield. That one missed a little bit low and outside. It's 1-1.
Now rain's starting to let up just a little bit. Mentioned it was probably going to pass in about 15 minutes or so. It's starting to let up now.
1-1. That's a good pitch. Finds the outside corner, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, right on that outside corner, and that's one where you're hoping the ump gives you the call. He gets the call that time. I wouldn't be surprised if you go right back to it.
Pitch number 41 coming here for Gage Walker. He goes to the off speed. This one's rolled weakly but fouled. Kyle Hench with a ton of speed there. Really much faster than your typical first baseman.
Yeah. He's got power, too. He's hitting one out in this park.
It's a young kid who's going to be a really good baseball player. Already is, but he's got potential to be a star in this district. There's a few of them still alive in this tournament. The 1-2. Looking for that breaking ball. 2-2.
Yeah, that one definitely did not come out cleanly. Only 57 on the gun that time.
Keep those comments rolling in. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already. We got a good one here. Final elimination game of the tournament. That one misses low and outside. And we run full, 3-2.
And he's had a couple of these where he's been ahead in these counts. It gets to full and loses them. That's been about the only downfall right now for Walker on the mound.
He only allowed 2 hits. There has been a walk issued so far. Make it 2 as that one misses downstairs, ball 4, and it's the third straight leadoff batter to reach for the Panthers. Tanner Bowman had a sac bunt in his first appearance. Will he do it again as he strides in?
A great opportunity for it. Now you're going to have a visit to the mound and try to talk some of this over.
Yeah, I think this is just a discussion, not a change, but I've been surprised before.
Yeah, he's only had 44 pitches, so again, he's been throwing it well. Might be a little field work out there on the mound as well.
Everybody's stomping on the mound, trying to get things packed in. The rain has slowed down, as you mentioned. It's still dropping a little bit, but it came down at a really good clip for a while.
And they did throw some turfus out there on the mound to dry it out pretty good, but that cell is pretty much passed, and there is nothing behind it for a while. So should be pretty dry for the rest of this contest.
And this is a score that's going to be very interesting around the Upper Cumberland. But the Pickett County Bobcats knocking off their rival Clay County 7-5, and the Bobcats are going to the region tournament in Class 1A.
How about that?
Where they will join Gordonsville, who has just destroyed everybody in that district tournament so far.
It's a very good Gordonsville team. Gordonsville will play Pickett County in the championship of 7A.
First pitch into Bowman. He does not show bunt, misses a little bit low, and it's 1-0. And that was not much of a meeting. It was more of a let's work on the mound. There was a few words, but other than that, everyone was just trying to get it packed in. The 1-0, that one misses low and outside, and it's quickly 2-0.
And if Walker can't find the zone, then you are going to be looking, all right, who else can we go to that is going to come in and throw strikes so you can trust your defense? So you can see Walker still trying to get that dirt out of the cleats.
2 balls, no strikes. And this one's sent up into left field. Wilson ranges over to his left and makes the catch for out number 1.
That's an important run right there, especially with a runner on first base. Get that first out, get that confidence back, especially after walking a batter. Try to do it 2 more times.
Here's Schaefer sitting, struck out swinging his first appearance. Walker's been able to really work well with traffic on the base paths, and just the one across on an RBI sac fly. And again, no small ball there for Stone. That's kind of rare. This one rolled over. Gentry tips it, and it's going to lead to everybody being safe. Pianki and Gentry both going for it. Gentry tipped it. It's going to be a single for Schaefer sitting, and the Panthers have 2 on with 1 out for Drake Scarborough.
Yeah, and the way that ball's hit right in between, I don't know if Gentry is able to make the play on it. And even if it gets past him cleanly, I don't know if Pianki is able to make the play on it. So you got runners at first and second now. And so you still got to force out at any bag, but Drake Scarborough, we'll see what he can do. Wouldn't be surprised if he maybe tries to throw one down up that first base side.
Scarborough popped out in his first appearance. He watches ball one here and now looks down for the signs from Coach Stokes. 2 on, 1 out, a 2-run ball game. We're in the bottom of the 4th. It is win or go home on a Sunday night. 1-0, that one misses upstairs. 2-0. And Coach Stokes says we want one pitch in one spot. Small zone. 2-0. And there's the spot, ripped over to third, off the knee of Gentry at third. Everybody safe again. Bases loaded. I think that's going to be a hit, a really weird one, but it's going to be another infield single for Drake Scarborough, who gets the pitch he wants. He hit it hard off the leg of Cole Gentry. The haters at the end of the thing are changing it to an error. The press box boys getting some additions tonight. So change it to an error. Drake Scarborough, I tried to give you a hit, buddy, but these guys wouldn't let me. So now the base is loaded. Big moment for Cade Wilson out of the 9-hole, and all of a sudden the Stone dugout making some noise with a 1 out here in the 4th.
Oh, and that's why it was so big to get that run back in that last inning. Get a little bit closer. Now you've got the opportunity. That's why it was big for Bisbee to keep making pitches on the other side.
So that will be ruled as the 3rd error of the game for White County defensively, and all of a sudden it's 2-0, and the pitching going to come into focus in a hurry in a game like this. The 2-0, not close, low, 3-0, nowhere to put him. And we're about to have another trip out to the mound, and is there going to be a change with a 3-0 count? Do not have to make a change in high school, but we'll see if he does, and it looks like there is going to be a change on the mound and a new pitcher for the White County Warriors as they point towards Caden Siebers in center. A 3-0 count, bases loaded, game in the balance. Get your popcorn ready. We'll be right back.
Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring a large home that has ample storage space. This home has over 2,300 square feet on almost half an acre of land. You can bid on this property at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on this online-only auction ends Thursday, May 8th at 10 a.m. Amonette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
New pitcher in a critical spot in an elimination game. Caden Siebers checks in out of center field. The right-hander is on the mound in a 3-0 count to the 9-hole hitter, Cade Wilson, with the bases loaded. His last time out, a victory back in the regular season against DeKalb County.
Yeah, it was actually the first game here in the district tournament that they won 14-0. He came in relief, 1 2/3. That was to keep Wilson under those 55 pitches. No hits, no runs, couple of strikeouts, threw it really well, but now he's coming in with a 3-0 count and bases loaded in a 2-run ball game.
White County and Upperman going to play in softball in the district tournament at White County Middle School at 7:30. So they're going to get started in about 45 minutes. The softball tournament's getting rolling. As the first pitch for Siebers is a good one. Rare when you come in a 3-0 count, but they know the importance of this moment as Walker started to lose control a little bit. First pitch was across for strike one of the count. Here's the 3-1. And now it's 3-2.
And now the runner's going to be moving on 3-2 and 1 out.
With 1 out,
Yeah,
they start
good
moving.
point.
That could be a problem. Could lead to a real easy double play.
Take that back.
Here comes the 3-2 pitch. This one chopped over in the infield. Gentry has it, comes home. The force out is there, pops out on the transfer. So he's going to be out at home on the fielder's choice. Everybody else is safe. Bases loaded. Back to the top of the order for Griffin Templeton.
Yeah, that's a really good job. Good play by Gentry at third base. Brought it home immediately. Gets the out there. Nice catch by Seal. And that's, you said it, was on the transfer because he was looking to maybe go to first and get a double play. And then just kind of popped out of the glove as he went through.
Here's Griffin Templeton, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Caden Siebers trying to send his crowd and his team into an absolute frenzy if he can find a way to get this out.
That is a huge block by Cason Seal as well on the breaking ball.
Siebers out of the outfield, right into the mound. Here comes the 1-0. This one rolled over towards short. Pianki has it, flipped to second in time, and he does come in and get out of a major league jam. Bases loaded, nobody across. We head to the 5th. It's still 3-1 Warriors. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home located in the quaint Magnolia Creek subdivision. Explore tiny home living in this 1,008 square foot home. Built in 2023, this kitchen has all stainless steel appliances and beautiful countertops. This home has a back porch, carport, and extra storage room. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Islands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do.
This game has been fun, and that is a great job by Caden Siebers coming in out of center field in a 3-0 count with the bases loaded. He gets 2 fielder's choices, no runs across, and now Stone going to try and put that behind them and get ready as Titus Bisbee back to work here. And he's going to face off against 4, 5, 6 in the Sparta lineup.
Yeah, you can't stress how big that was for Caden Siebers entering in a 3-0 count with the bases loaded, throws 2 strikes, gets the ground ball. They cut the run down at home. Another ground ball, the next batter, and able to get out of the inning with no runs across, and you keep the 2-run advantage. And now you're going to see if you can flip that to the plate and try to bring another run home.
Well, Cole Gentry is a good bat that they want at the plate. He's 2 for 2 in this one with 2 singles. In the last game, he had another single and reached on an error, so he's feeling good at the plate. Titus Bisbee at 64 pitches knows the task. He's got to try to keep it right where it is. The offense has had opportunities for both teams, and right now it's Sparta who's made a couple more plays. Don't forget that fast start. 2 in the first. That still holds up. First pitch misses inside for ball 1.
And that rain has passed, so now it's dry, and there's really no wind at all. Where it was really breezy in game number 1 today, that wind is almost completely died down.
53 degrees. This one sent on a ride into center field, but a beat on it there. Able to range over is Tanner Bowman to make the catch for out number 1.
And Bisbee, I mean, obviously the first inning gave up 2. He's only gave up 1 run since. The offense just hadn't been able to get going yet against the White County pitching staff.
Cason Seal has 2 RBIs. He has a double and a sac fly today. Gets another crack at it here. He has been unbelievable this entire district tournament. First pitch drops in for strike 1. Pumping the brakes was Titus Bisbee on that one.
Cason Seal, as you said it, been so good, clutch for this White County team.
0-1. He sends this one foul. But that's been how a lot of his hits have come, just ripping them down the third base line and then turning on the jets.
Yeah, he's been seeing it so well. And hadn't been able to hit it out, but with as wet as it is, you make it difficult on those outfielders, exactly what he's been able to do.
And now he'll call time. Something we've seen all day long for the Warriors. They've made some really good adjustments second time around against Bisbee, who still has been good, only allowing the 3 runs so far. This one rolled over towards third. Fielded on a hop by Eldridge. Long throw, no chance. Way too much speed for Kaysen Seal. He legs out the infield single with a 1 out.
That's a really good job, and we said it. He's one of the speedier guys out there. He might be a catcher, but he's got a lot of speed, and it's real speed. And there's nothing Eldridge can do with that one.
Colt Norris, he's walked and popped out so far. Has another chance at it here as he'll stride in. This next pitch is number 70 for Titus Bisbee here through 5 1/3. Puts him over 120 in the tournament.
He's been in the zone, 47 of those strikes.
Bunt shown here for Norris, and it's popped up over towards his dugout.
One of the first times we've seen him try to do a little small ball. You got your DH at the plate as well. Of course, Coach Norris down there in that third base coach's box.
Seal, we'll see if they try and test Talon Hurd. Was not running on that bunt. And Bisbee thinking what we're thinking. He's going to throw over. And the Sparta dugout's so engaged. Every time they're all yelling out what's going on. The 0-1, Norris fouls this one back.
Yeah, every time they get the third out in an inning as well, they're hopping over the fence, greeting their team. I mean, there's something to be said about having that support coming from the dugout.
We've been here a while. Game number 1 got started at 1 o'clock. The games have been moving quick, though.
They have.
To be in the 5th inning of game number 3 at 7 is not too shabby. Runner goes. Great jump. It's a hit and run. Rolled over towards short. Templeton there. Throw to first is in time for out number 2.
Yeah, that's the only play you got because of that runner going. So you do get the runner to second base. Obviously, you showed bunt a little bit earlier in the count, so kind of works out the same way. So you get the runner in scoring position. We'll see if Kane Sievers can help himself out on the mound now with a runner over there at second.
Well, that's a good thing for Sparta that the hit and run was on, because that's tailor-made if it's not for a double play. Caden Sievers 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. Just got out of a major league jam on the mound in relief. First pitch swinging here. Popped up. Templeton, out there. Bowman is under it, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. Another goose egg put up by Titus Bisbee in the Panthers defense. They're looking to come back in the bottom half of the 5th. It's Rocky Top time in Baxter. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Athletics on UCR.
Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR. Discover this stylish and modern 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home with an open split bedroom floor plan designed for comfort and convenience. With 3,318 square feet under one roof, plus a bonus room over the garage and 1,400 square foot basement. Located in the Brookstone subdivision, this home is just minutes from Cookeville. The builder is also offering up to 3% in closing cost assistance. Call Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
America's national anthem, Rocky Top, blares out over the speakers. It means it's the middle of the 5th inning. As we head to the bottom half, Caden Sievers back to work. He's going to face off against 2, 3, 4 in the Panthers order. and you are not guaranteed another at-bat after this. If you are 2, 3, 4 in the Panthers' orders, Talon Hurd will get it started, trailing 3-1.
Well, now it's Kane Siebers on the mound rather than Gage Walker. Goes out into the field, and Siebers came on in a really tough spot, and he was able to get a couple of really nice outs on ground outs. And now you said it, here this top part of the lineup for the Panthers. You got to take advantage and at least get one across. Make it a one-run game and see what you can do after that.
So Walker is at second base. We're still trying to figure out the outfield alignment for White County. Eli Smith is still in right. We know that. Here comes Talon Hurd. He is singled and flown out so far, 1 for 2. And he's first pitch swinging here, and this one pops up and over the glove of Pianchi, who tried to make a sliding grab. Hurd was going to be safe either way. It's a leadoff single and another base runner for Stone. They've left 6 out there already. Here comes Gage Eldridge.
And I think it's 4 straight leadoff base runners reaching as well for the Panthers. Just have only been able to bring that one run across. It's been a great job by this White County defense so far.
Gage Eldridge has an RBI on a sac fly. He reached on an error back in the first, climbs back in here. Hurd with a ton of speed, stays put. Both these catchers can just scoot. And Siebers has to know that. Pitch missed up, 1-0, and he wants a new baseball. All the mud and dirt and everything's getting caked onto these, so every pitcher has his preference. Hurd taking a big lead over at first. Stays put for now. Breaking ball waved at and missed. In the dirt, gets away from Seal, and Hurd wastes no time. As soon as it hits the ground, he took off. And now a key run in scoring position. And I believe Coach Norris wants to ask about little interference.
He was in the box, so.
That's the question, though, that he's definitely coming out to ask.
Give a little bit of time here for his catcher and his pitcher to have a conversation on the mound as well. But, yeah, in the box, he got the right to that spot. It definitely helped, though. It bounced out in front of Seal, and he was unable to get to it cleanly. But, again, Eldridge can stay anywhere he wants inside that box.
And right now, if you're White County, you love where you're at, but you are not safe in a 2-run game. Not with how much traffic has been out there for this Stone Memorial team. He's trying to flip the script. It's kind of what happened a year ago where they were up early and then gave it up in their final game. As this one rolled over to third, it's a foul ball barely for strike 2.
And Gentry was right there. It would have been a really tough play, but he was there at least, just in case.
Eldridge at the plate, Titus Bisbee behind him. It's go time if you're the Panthers. Siebers with a glance back, the 1-2. Bounces and way up into the air away from Seal. They say he did offer at it, so Eldridge goes down to first. I'm not sure Seal realized he called it a strike. He's safe at first. And I'm still not sure if White County understands that he was called, that was a called strike. It's runners at the corners with nobody out.
Yeah, and that was just unfortunate for White County. Everybody moved up, so you get the strikeout, but you don't get the out, so now it's nobody out and runners on the corners.
So a huge opportunity for Titus Bisbee to help his own cause in a major way. That ball popped way up into the air.
Even if he sees it cleanly, it's still going to be a tough throw to first.
First pitch misses out, and it is gut check time for Caden Siebers on the mound in maroon and white.
And you mentioned it. You had Walker starting. Now Siebers is on. Who do you go to after this? If you need to.
The 1-0. Bunt is shown. It's down in foul territory. Small ball for Stone. Rinse and repeat.
Well, and Hurd, he wasn't terribly far off the bag. So if that one's put down right in front of home plate, you try to watch him back, throw to first.
Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Step off here. And this is what postseason baseball is all about. These moments right here. What do you have? Bunt shown again. Runners going. Popped up in foul territory for strike 2. And Talon Hurd has his hands up around his helmet. Knows there was an opportunity for a run, and instead Caden Siebers going to try to get a big out.
Yeah, and Hurd was kind of following along with Gentry that time, so he was about halfway up that line when contact was made. He's trying to score if he can. Kind of a safety squeeze.
Has lined out and grounded out today. Here comes the 1-2. Runner goes from first. It misses. Throw down to second. Hurd comes home and will score. Runner tagged out at second, but it's an out for a run, and the Panthers are within a run.
And it missed up, so it's 2-2. But, yeah, that's interesting throwing through there. You've got a lot of speed at third. He was scoring easily. They do get the out at second, but it's only the first out of the inning. Now can maybe get the second out at home. But
I think Gage Eldred's height hurt him on that one because he got tagged on the backside as this one rolled over towards Pianki. Reads it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Sparta thinks it's out number 3. It's not. It's out number 2.
Yeah, again, that strikeout to Eldridge wasn't out since he was able to reach base safely.
So now Kyle Hinch, who's reached twice, once on a single, one on a walk, will climb in. Base is empty. So if you're Sparta, you say, okay, we got that big out down at second because all of a sudden there's no traffic out there. The lead cut in half, but you still have the lead, and you're just fine. Kyle Hinch trying to apply some more pressure here as Stone's only got 7 more outs guaranteed. That breaking ball misses up.
And if you're White County, you're just trying to get back to the dugout, bring the bats back to the plate. They've been swinging it well. The 8 hits today. They've had a good amount of traffic on the base path.
Biggest crowd of the baseball season tuning in online right now. We welcome you in as the 1-0 misses up. It's 2-0. To Kyle Hinch. Sabres delivers. That was a better pitch, but it missed inside, and it's 3-0. Tanner Bowman waiting on deck.
And you heard great pitch out there. It was a good spot. Just it did miss inside, especially on 2-0. You're not going to get that call.
Here's the 3-0. Siebers takes that one belt high, gets the call, 3-1.
And now for Hinch, you're looking at it for one spot. 2 outs, especially. You're just trying to get on base, bring that next guy up.
The 3-1. Siebers sets and deals. Fouled back, and we run full. We've had a lot of full counts in this game.
And one of the first ones for Siebers. Obviously, he was able to make it a full count. His first AB, his first batter that he faced, entering at 3-0, and was able to get the ground out, or the fielder's choice.
This is going to be pitch number 21 for Siebers in relief. Here comes the 3-2. This one weakly rolled and in foul territory, so we'll do it again.
You said it. We've seen some really big battles. Stone got the job done, though. They've gotten that 1 run past. Bisbee's been pretty solid on the mound and holding it at bay ever since those 2 runs came across in the first.
It'll be the first time that Stone has outscored Sparta in an inning in the game. That one misses low, ball 4, and Kyle Hinch will take his base. Brings up Tanner Bowman. He has a sack bunt and a fly out so far.
With 2 outs, can be swinging away. Most likely, you would think.
If you're bunting for a hit. That's what you're looking for.
And Gentry, he does come in a little bit at third base, just in case.
Bowman has tons of speed. The center fielder, obviously. Lead at first. Runner stays. That one bounces in. And a little lean, then retreat for Hinch.
Yeah, that was a really good job again. Casey Seals had a great game behind the plate. And an important block that time, and we'll go have a conversation here.
Yeah, he calls time to go out and have a word with his pitcher. Here's the situation. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, 1 run across for Stone. They got a runner at first. White County leads 3-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th. The winner advances on to the championship round, punches their ticket to the region tournament, and gets a date with the Bees tomorrow at 5 o'clock back here on this field. See, the loser, season's over here tonight.
Well, there's history as well. White County hasn't made it in some time. Stone Memorial has never made the region tournament.
A glance over. The 1-0. This one popped up and coming right back towards us into the grandstands. And I'm sure tomorrow night it'll be 85 degrees out there.
I don't think it'll be that.
hyperbole, my friend. Here's the 1-1. That one misses up, and it's 2-1.
It'd be nice, especially up here in the newly air-conditioned press box.
Yeah, we really can't complain about the weather
No,
in here.
It's been pretty great.
The 2-1 runner goes. Pitch misses up. Throw down, not in time. It's a stolen base for Kyle Hinch. And now anything down in the outfield potentially scores the game-tying run, and it's a 3-1 count to Tanner Bowman.
And that's the key right there, 3-1. And so if you get something good, you try to put it down in the outfield like you just said, and you're able to possibly bring home the tying run.
A look back. Now the 3-1. Misses. Ball 4. It's back-to-back walks for Siebers out there. Schaefer sitting is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single so far, and it's time for another trip out to the mound, it appears, here for the White County Warriors. Runners at first and second with 2 outs.
Yeah, and again, you're trying to induce a ground ball, trying to get a strikeout, anything you can do to get that final out of the inning, get out of it, get the bats back to the plate. And he's making a change.
It is going to be a new pitcher again for the White County Warriors. A call to the bullpen. We'll see who it is when we come back. Don't go anywhere.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Looking for weekend lunch and dinner plans? Since 1971, Nick's Restaurant has been locally owned and operated. From mouth-watering prime rib to delectable ice cream pie, Nick's has it all. Their cozy atmosphere and great service will make you feel right at home. Plus, their banquet space is perfect for any event. Visit them at 895 South Jefferson Avenue or online at nickscookville.com. Nick's Restaurant is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
New pitcher in for the White County Warriors. They give the ball to the right-hander. Matthew Wilson checks in out of left field. He goes to the mound. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 7-hole hitter Schaefer sitting, striding in when we get back to action.
Yeah, and for White County and Matthew Wilson coming in, you're looking for 1 out. That's, obviously easier said than done. Siebers was able to come in that last inning, able to get 2 outs pretty quickly with the bases loaded. You do have a force out anywhere, so a ground ball would be great. Schaefer sitting at the plate. He's going to try to maybe tie this game up with a hit to the outfield.
And this is the nature of the district tournament for a team like White County that had to go the long way through it and play more games. You're burning through arms at a high rate, and you're getting into your rotation, you're getting into your bullpen. And the last time out for Wilson, back on April 22nd against this Stone team, and he got the win in that game, Jacob.
Yeah, 2 1/3 in relief of Wyatt Dilts. 2 hits allowed, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Through 30 pitches, 19 of them strikes.
So they're looking for that exact same performance to a T in this one. They need 2 1/3 out of Wilson. The first pitch, little half-hearted swing for Sitton, comes up empty.
And normally when you see a new guy come on, you're probably going to watch one. And he said it, just kind of poked it out.
Score update, York beat Smith County today to force a Game 3 in their 3-game series. The 0-1, that one bounces in, 1-1.
Yeah, obviously we saw York Institute earlier this season against the Bees. Bees able to get the win in that one. And Smith County was up in that game as well.
1-1 here with 2 on and 2 outs. Wilson with the pitch to Sitton. That one misses outside, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch to Sitton. After a long wait, and Sitton senses it, he wants time, steps out. And everything goes a little bit slower now in a game like this as Walker comes in and has just a word. Season's on the line. You're on the doorstep, too. It's not like earlier where you got to get it through a couple. You're right there.
The bottom of the fifth.
You can feel the region tournament. The 2-1, nope, a step off, and that may have been what Walker went to tell Matthew Wilson.
And for Wilson, he really just want to focus on the batter right here with 2 outs.
And the 2-1, a do-si-do out there on the base paths for Sparta. He slides and comes home. That one, what a block by Seal. 3-1.
That was a really good job. Get out in front of it, not let it get past.
Three and one coming. Wyatt Diltz is available in this game for Sparta as well. Remember that. Came out quickly last time. This one popped up for Sitton, angling, and it's going to go out of play. And are you surprised? We run full 3-2.
I mean, this could be not necessarily your ball game, but it is a massive point in the ball game here in the bottom of the fifth. One of the better opportunities for Stone Memorial, who's gotten a run across already in the inning. Now 3-2 with 2 outs.
The very definition of a high leverage situation here. 3-2 count from Matthew Wilson to Schaefer Sitton.
And now the runners will be going.
They will be going on moving. Here comes the 3-2. That one misses low and outside. Ball 4. Bases loaded for Drake Scarborough. And another trip to the mound here. And is it going to be another change for the White County Warriors?
I mean, right now you just need to find somebody who can throw strikes for White County. And they have not been able to find that ever since Walker got the start in the ball game. So I'm not sure what it is right now or where you turn.
And there may be a runner potentially as Coach Stokes is going to come over and have a word with the umpire as well. And it is going to be a new pitcher. Another call to the bullpen here for the White County Warriors as they desperately look for an out with a 1-run lead. Bases loaded, bottom of the fifth, and it's going to be Eli Smith on the mound for the Warriors when we come back.
Proudly introducing Upper Cumberland Generators for all your home power solutions. Locally owned and operated, Upper Cumberland Generators are here to make sure you have peace of mind no matter the situation. With new and reliable generators. Call 931-265-1702 for more information or to order yours today. Upper Cumberland Generators is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
I lied. The new pitcher for the White County Warriors is Austin Pianchi, the right-hander. It's been a while since he's been on the mound. He steps in a critical spot. Third pitcher of the inning for the Warriors. It was just one batter faced for Matthew Wilson. It was a walk, and it walked the bases loaded now against the 8-hole hitter Drake Scarborough. Here comes Austin Pianchi.
Yeah, last time he pitched was back on April 15th against Livingston Academy in relief. Got 2 outs, 2 hits allowed, 1 run. It was unearned, no walks and 1 strikeout. He didn't throw too many pitches. He only faced 4 batters through 15 pitches. 9 of them strikes. And this is a really, really big spot in the day for Austin Pianchi, who comes in from his shortstop position. Right now in the warm-up pitches, looks pretty good. They just need somebody who can throw strikes right now.
And the revolving door may not be done. Anybody who's pitched already today could pitch again. So there's no question we may not be done today. But for Sparta, they're looking for 1 out. And for Drake Scarborough, any way, shape, or form, trying to reach first base. Doesn't even need to clear them all. He'd love to, but 1 run would tie the game in a 3-2 ball game in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs.
Well, and how big would it be if you're able to put it down in the outfield? Completely changes this game, because then you just need 2 more clean innings defensively on the other side.
3 straight walks have loaded the bases. 1 run already across for Stone Memorials. Scarborough reached on an error his last time up. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
He's 75 on the fastball.
Here comes the 1-0. Good pitch right down Main Street, and it's 1-1.
And he's been right there on those warm-ups.
Scarborough waits. Bianchi works quickly. That one waved at and missed, and it's 1-2. And the Sparta faithful starting to make a lot of noise.
You're going to hear a lot of noise from that White County dugout if you're able to keep the lead.
The 1-2 swung on, sent into foul territory. A little look, but no chance to get there, and we'll do it again.
That's exactly what White County needed. Somebody to come in and throw strikes. You're ahead 1-2. Now you got to finish the job. For Stone Memorial, still a huge opportunity. Anything into the outfield in the grass is going to score 1 or 2.
2 teams going to war to try to extend their seasons. Here comes the 1-2 again. That one misses outside, 2-2.
It was just out.
The Sparta dugout really wanted it, but it was pretty clearly out to us. Here comes the 2-2 again. Bianchi kicks and deals. That one misses, and here we go. Full count. Runners moving. 2 outs. 1-run game. Bianchi kicks and deals. Ball 4. We are tied. An RBI on the walk for Drake Scarborough, and it's 4 consecutive base on balls for the Stone Memorial Panthers.
I mean, he was ahead 1-2. Scarborough able to foul it off and then able to work all the way back, draw the walk. That is huge for Stone Memorial and completely changes this game.
Here's Cade Wilson. He's reaching a fielder's choice and walk today, has scored a run. First pitch was quickly fired in for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. This one chopped, and it hit Wilson for a foul ball. Bianchi working blisteringly fast. It's 0-2.
He's ahead in the last batter, lost him with the walk. Now ahead here 0-2. You have to find a way to put him away and just keep it at an even game right now.
0-2. Bianchi deals to Wilson. Called strike 3. Gets the fastball on the inside corner to retire the side. We've got a 2-inning race to the finish in Baxter. All tied up as we head to the 6th. It's 3-3. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment under Watson Chevy, UCR Media Network.
Turfmasters Landscape Management has been serving the Upper Cumberland since 1996. They offer a variety of services, including lawn maintenance, landscape design and installation, landscape lighting, irrigation systems, and more. For more information, contact Matt Wilson at 931-261-1587 today. Turfmasters Landscape Management is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back to your exclusive home for video coverage of the District 7 3A baseball tournament. Big crowd tuning in. We welcome you. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. On YouTube, Facebook, and FHS Network, we have had a great baseball game, and Stone Memorial has erased a deficit of 3-0. It's 3-3, and Titus Bisbee back to work with some new life at 73 pitches. He's going to face off against 8-9-1 in the White County order.
And for White County, they need to get the offense going here because it feels like when they're out on the mound now, it's almost a struggle to get to the finish line because they're running out of pitchers who can just find the strike zone. Bianchi did a pretty good job coming in there, lost one, and then able to get the strikeout to get out of the inning. Now you're back at even pecking order.
And meanwhile, the Bees are kicking back saying, how about you guys play 15 innings tonight and just burn everybody? Because they got Chris Worsing ready to go tomorrow as the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. It pays to win your first 2 games in the district tournament. As this one's popped up, it's 1-1. Matthew Wilson at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout so far. We said it would be a fun tournament, 2 through 6.
Yeah.
It has certainly been a very fun tournament so far, 2 through 6.
White County got a huge win against Cumberland County, 4-1. They beat Cumberland beating DeKalb before that, 4-2. Of course, White County beating LA 12-1.
That's really the outlier game. Everything else has been a dogfight. Here comes the 1-1. This one rolled over. Tough play. Fielded cleanly. Eldridge double pumps and makes an accurate throw in time for out number 1.
If you're Stone Memorial now, you're playing with a ton of confidence because you got it back to even pecking order, so you're going to be coming to the plate with a chance to maybe take a lead if you're able to get cleanly through here, but you got to face 9-1 coming up next.
And today, Stone has everybody available. They have every arm still free to throw in this game, including Schaefer Sitton, who started the game earlier on today. First pitch misses outside, ball 1 to Griffin Adams.
And that's why he pulled Bisbee at 54 pitches the other day, so he'd have an opportunity for this.
1-0 misses up, and it's 2-0. 78 pitches now for Bisbee. Adams has walked and popped out in this game. Top of the order looming. It's been an explosive order for Sparta the last couple of weeks. Here comes the 2-0. That time dots it up. Waved at and missed. 8 Panthers batted in the last half, and they're going to have the top of the order coming up in the bottom half of this 6th inning. The 2-1. Another swing and a miss. 2 strikes across now here. Gage Walker looming on deck.
Be big for Bisbee if he's able to get this out. Face the top of the lineup with 2 outs.
Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Fired the fastball by again. And Titus Bisbee gets his 3rd punch out of the day.
That was a great spot on that outside corner, and his 2-seamer kind of tails away from those right-handed batters. Tough to get to, and great strikeout. Now you face the top of the lineup with those 2 outs.
Gage Walker strides in. He's 1 for 2 with a walk, single, and a fly out. He has scored a run. 3rd trip against Bisbee today. And he's dotting it up on the outside, 0-1.
Yeah, he's found something. He's looked really good here in this inning so far.
Well, he found a tie game. That also helps you a little bit. Still pressure, but you don't have to push, feel like you're pressing as much as that one bounces in. It's 1-1.
It has been this top of the lineup that's done some damage, though.
And for Sparta, even if it's in the 7th, you know your big bats are getting a chance here. The 1-1. That one misses low and outside, 2-1.
With that sun going down, it has significantly gotten cooler.
As the heater kicks on, here comes the 2-1. That one fouled back, and it's 2-2. Bisbee, you watch that pitch count. Now, of course, he has a max of 120 in a tie game.
Yep.
Quick outs are your friend. We're not guaranteed to only play 7 innings there in this one. And they're going to run Titus Bisbee till the wheels fall off.
You said it. They got everybody behind him available, so they're going to let him go.
The 2-2. Sent foul. Walker battling this time. Will do it again.
Yeah, just a late swing. Not exactly what he was looking for, so living to see another pitch. Trying to get something he can handle.
3 teams left. When we're done tonight, there'll be 2. And we've got no clue who the second one's going to be in the 6th inning. Bisbee knows what he wants. Nods yes. Kicks and deals. Cold strike 3. A fastball on the outside corner for Titus Bisbee. 2 straight punch-outs. We head to the bottom half as the Panthers look for their first lead of the day, all tied up at 3. This is the District 7 3A tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Livingston Regional Hospital is Livingston's hometown hospital. Located at 315 Oak Street, Livingston Regional Hospital provides compassionate, quality care for all patients from local people you can trust, so you can count on them to treat you like family. Their excellent staff offers years of experience and training to meet the needs of all patients. They understand the importance of providing care in a professional and comforting manner. They're proud to partner with Livingston Academy Athletics through the LRH Sports Medicine Team. Livingston Regional Hospital is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teeupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
We are all tied up at 3. It is the top of the order coming up for the Stone Memorial Panthers, and it is Austin Pianki back to work here for the Warriors. He got the out he was looking for, a backwards K after a walk, was able to settle back in, but now he faces the big bats, Templeton, Hurd, and Eldridge, as Stone looking for one run and then trying to slam the door in the 7th inning.
And really, he looked pretty good against the 2 batters that he faced. He was ahead in both of them, but then he lost the first one, able to get the strikeout on the second one. But now you got to face a tough part in the lineup in Stone Memorial. 1, 2, and 3 to try to put a 0 up on the board.
Templeton struggled a bit today. Ground out, fly out, and a fielder's choice. Climbs back in, and this district was so jumbled, 2 through 6, as we mentioned. Sparta was the 6th seed in this tournament. The final seed is that pitch a little bit outside for a ball 1-0. Stone, the 2 seed, battling it out.
Lost their final couple of games as well to get here against this White County team.
1-0 finds the zone that time with a fastball, 1-1.
Yeah, 2 through 6 was just so even throughout the regular season.
You never knew what was going to happen. A little check swing and that up and in spot. We've talked about it all day. Leads to another foul ball.
Yeah, if you're going to check, you're probably going to foul it off just because of where it's at and where the barrel comes through. Trying to keep it away, but it's a tough thing to do.
The 1-2. Did he offer at it? Doesn't matter. It's strike 3 either way. Austin Pianki with back-to-back punch-outs. Out number 1 sends the dugout into a little bit of a frenzy.
And for White County, again, you're trying to get that momentum back, that mojo back, and see if you can't maybe get a run across in the top of the 7th.
Talon Hurd, he's 2 for 3. A couple of singles, a run scored, a fly out today. First appearance against Pianki, who's been good so far. First pitch swinging for Hurd, it's 0-1.
I tell you what, the way Pianki's thrown it, surprised they waited this long to bring him in. He has been pounding the zone. He's been pretty solid. 15 pitches, 10 strikes.
This game has been everything you'd want. It's been a great day of baseball, and this has been the main event of the day. Had a blowout, then a fairly close game, and now a dogfight. Could not tell you where that one missed. 1-1.
Oh, pretty good. Maybe low. Not by much.
Hurd with a ton of speed. He puts it in play. He's got a great chance to reach. That time, the breaking ball dots it up. 1-2.
Yeah, brought it up a little bit more.
1-2. Cold strike 3. He threw it again, and Austin Pianki with 3 straight punch-outs. Here comes Gage Eldridge trying to extend the 6th inning.
He's throwing with a little bit of swagger right now and looks really good out on the mound. A quick couple of outs. We'll see what he can do against Gage Eldridge.
Eldridge strides in. He has an RBI on a sac fly, and Pianki's dealing, and he says,
nasty.
oh, yeah. He gives that Michael Lindsay, yeah, on his way back to the mound. Here comes the 0-1. Threw it again. That time just missed it. He wanted to talk that talk again. It's 1-1.
I mean, it's on a yo-yo right now.
This is a Sparta team playing with a chip on their shoulder and a little bit of swag this entire tournament. Comes the 1-1. This one rolled up. Pianki flashes the leather. Flip to first in time. Ladies and gentlemen, get your popcorn ready. We head to the final frame, all tied up at 3. Trip to the region tournament on the line. Coverage is presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Are you looking for the best dining experience in the Upper Cumberland? Visit Fire and Vine in Cookville's historic West Side. Fire and Vine offers great service and a unique menu, including mouth-watering deep dish pizza, delectable beef, chicken, fish, and more. Take in stunning views from the rooftop while enjoying your meal. Come and experience the charm and flavor of Fire and Vine, your new favorite spot for a memorable dining experience. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Amonet's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present an online-only auction featuring 2 plots of land in Livingston. This property features 3 prime acres of commercial real estate right off of Bradford Hicks Drive in Livingston. You can bid on these properties at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding on these online-only auctions ends on Thursday, May 8th at 12 noon. Amonet's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. It's the final scheduled frame of the game. 3-3, Stone and Sparta. Titus Bisbee, it's been his game. 87 pitches. He's back out there trying to close it out. Maybe. How about Austin Pianchi on the other side coming in? Walk the first batter he faced, and then strikeout, ground out, and it's still all tied up at 3.
I mean, this has been an absolutely phenomenal game. Stone Memorial did a great job to get those 2 runs across in the 5th to tie it up at 3. Pianchi has come in, and ever since walking that run home, he has really settled in. I mentioned all the strikeouts in a row, and able to get that final out right back to him in that last inning. Now, you've got a pretty good lineup here coming up for White County. Can you cash in and maybe get a run across to go ahead?
2, 3, 4 due up for Sparta. It's going to be 4, 5, 6 due up for Stone. Austin Pianchi, he was chirping from the mound in the last inning. He's leading it off here. He has a single and a couple of pop-outs so far. First pitch from Bisbee. He rips off the curveball for strike 1. This game has been awesome.
It's been incredible. Exactly what you want in a play to get into the district championship in the region tournament.
Comes the 0-1. This one flared out. Could be a really tough play towards the Bermuda Triangle, and it drops. Pianchi leads it off with a single. A little flare into right, and a potential go-ahead run on the base paths with nobody out for the heart of the order.
And again, they haven't played small ball really all tournament long, and you've got one of the biggest bats in the lineup at the plate.
He's the one who dropped the perfect bunt down in the last game.
He sure did.
Eldridge right now back at third.
And we saw Eldridge a little bit shaken up early on. It's cold. He's not playing super far in right now.
It's high school baseball at its best here tonight. Healthy lead for Pianchi. Bisbee out of the stretch. Bunt is shown. Runner goes. It pops out of the glove of Hurd, and Pianchi's safe. Go ahead, run in scoring position.
And now you can just swing away with that stolen base. Nice job by Pianchi, and now Smith. He looks to that coach's box, and we'll see if that changes up the equation a little bit.
Eli Smith has 2 singles. He's reached 3 times. A glance back. He shows bunt again, gets a great one down. If it's fair, everyone's safe, and it's fair. A tremendous bunt. It stops on the foul line. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. Here come the Warriors.
How about that from Smith again? Obviously, he's shown once that he can get it down. That one was even better. Right up that line, never moved off of it. And it is crunch time now for the Stone Memorial Panthers as they'll come out and talk it over. We'll see if there's a change at 90 pitches for Titus Bisbee.
Trent Stokes out of the dugout. Has everybody in the infield there in a meeting at the mound. Runners at the corners. Nobody's out. And Cole Gentry, the cleanup batter, 2 for 3 with 2 singles today and a fly out standing in. I don't know where you go, though, if you're Trent Stokes, and it's Titus Bisbee who keeps the ball at 90 pitches.
And if you're Gentry and if you're White County, you've got 3 chances to hit a fly ball to the outfield,
Yes.
and that is all you are looking for right now, just something to the outfield and deep.
You would love to have the highlight 3-run shot, but you want to go to the region tournament, get it up into the air somewhere, and score a run, and then trust your defense. Here's Gentry. What will he do? Bisbee going to throw over to first. And there's plenty of speed with Pianchi at short, Gentry at the plate, and Smith over at first. Bisbee with a glance over. And he's going to throw again, knowing that usually this is 100 out of 100 times Eli Smith head on down to second.
And with the lefty, sometimes you're going on movement too, so
And now time is called at home plate by Cole Gentry. Well, these two teams are getting postseason experience right now in the spades. Kicks and deals. Runner goes halfway. Throw behind him. No tag in time. Smith able to get back. That was dangerous and a nice throw from Talon Hurd to make it interesting.
And a good get across strike for Bisbee as well to get ahead in the count. Nope. Never mind.
I thought that was a strike. It was
did
called
too.
a ball. That looked like a pretty good pitch.
I thought it was right down the middle.
I did too. 1-0. That one's up. 2-0. And Sparta is chirping out of that dugout right now. It is rowdy down the right field line. Our first base line. 2-0. Step off again, and that's what they want. They want to get in the head of Bisbee on the mound, and the base paths and the dugout, everything else.
He threw 54 pitches the other day. He's up to 92 right now.
Kicks and deals, and he is completely thrown off right now at 3-0, and now the home plate umpire says it's enough. It was loud. It was rowdy, and it was constant. You can yell, but you can't say Titus. You can't say his number, any of that. But they're making noise again over there. Here comes the 3-0 as they stop.
Set.
Yeah, once he comes set, that's when it
3-0.
Gentry just offered at a 3-0 fastball. Came up empty. It's 3-1. And there they go again. As soon as he comes set. The 3-1. This one sent up at short, grab by Templeton, and that is a huge first out for the Panthers defense.
Just right off the end of the bat, the flare out to Templeton, and a good base running that time by White County, though, not getting too far off the bag, watching where it goes. So you're still in a good spot. Again, said it, you're going to have 3 chances to just hit something to the outfield. Well, 2 chances, I guess, technically. If you get something to the outfield here, you might be able to bring it across.
Cason Seal climbs in. He's been everywhere in this tournament. Another big spot for him. Another throw over from Bisbee. He's at 95 pitches. Seal today, RBI sac fly, RBI double, single, reached twice, and the other one was a productive out. Bisbee delivers in. This one sent up into the air. In left. Will they test him? Pianki on the bag. He does not come home, and it was a great throw, and there's a second out on the board for the Panthers defense as Sitton was there in left.
I mean, that was a perfect throw. He would have been out by a mile, but that's why you do. You get that hard run just to act like you're going to come home. He stays on third, and now Colton Norris will have a chance with 2 outs and still runners on the corners.
It was runners at the corners with nobody out. Line out, fly out, runners at the corners, 2 out. Colton Norris has walked, grounded out, and popped out today. Runner goes. Bisbee drops it in. Hurd not going to throw. Little pump fake. That was a great curveball across for strike 1. 2 in scoring position now as Smith takes first.
And he actually had Pianki kind of falling down over there at third on that pump fake.
0-1. And Bisbee going to step off. He's at 96 pitches through 6 2/3. He's been great today, working through trouble. Will it be enough? The 0-1. That one misses. 1-1. He threw 54 pitches on Thursday. On Sunday, he's at 97. Gutting it out. Two in scoring position. Top of the 7th, and time called again.
He's done a really good job. The action on the base path, the dugout yelling at him.
1-1. Breaking ball. Flicked up into the air. Angling back from second. Wilson makes the catch. And what a job by Titus Bisbee and the Stone Memorial Panthers. Runners at the corners with nobody out. And it's a goose egg on the scoreboard. They'll look to walk it off when we come back. This is the District 7 AAA Baseball Tournament presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this beautiful 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom home located in the quaint Magnolia Creek subdivision. Explore tiny home living in this 1,008 square foot home. Built in 2023, this kitchen has all stainless steel appliances and beautiful countertops. This home has a back porch, carport, and extra storage room. For more information, visit chadandamycrouch.com or call 931-979-1191. The Crouch team with Islands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
The Stone Memorial Panthers are trying to walk off their way into the region tournament and into the district championship game. It is 4-5-6 due up against Austin Pianki, who's been sensational in relief. But Sparta is going to have to try and show some resiliency here. Runners at the corners, nobody out. They leave empty-handed in the top half, and the Panthers have a chance to win it.
I mean, what a job by Stone Memorial, and can they use that here, and can Bisbee get it started here as well?
Titus Bisbee's 0 for 3, a line out and a couple of ground outs today. Austin Pianki was dealing and telling him about it in the last inning. Bisbee, first pitch swinging, sends it foul out of play, 0-1. The winner, most importantly, gets into the region because everyone's burning arms and the Bees are waiting tomorrow with a chance to win 1 out of 2 and Chris Worsing in their back pocket. The 0-1. Wow. That one called a strike 0-2. Wes Shanks is in the press box. He's not going to tell me, but Chris Worsing's going to start tomorrow at 5 o'clock for the Bees. 0-2. Bisbee rolls this one coming up from short. Fielded cleanly. Walker's throw is in time for out number 1.
That's a really good play, especially you're not your normal shortstop. Obviously, he's on the mound right now. Bisbee legging it out at first, and you get that first out.
Kyle Hinch has reached 3 times today. A single and 2 walks. He has a stolen base and a run scored. He does have home run power in this park. We've seen it once this year. He climbs in here as Austin Pianki has retired the last 5 batters he's faced. As the first miss as it comes out up and away. So that Sparta Upperman softball game I told you about, it's been postponed. The field's underwater. So Goose went from here to Cookeville to there because he's
and now he better be going home.
He needs to go home. If he comes back or tries to do anything crazy, just go home. You're good for the day, my friend. As your boss, you're good for the day. The 1-0 to Hinch. That one misses. 2-0. Trying to become a base runner for Tanner Bowman as the Panthers are just needing 1 run in any way, shape, or form. 2-0. That one's fouled back. 2-1. We've played 3 games today. And we may get some free baseball if the current trend continues.
Would just be fitting.
Why not? This game almost deserves it. Here comes the 2-1. That dots up the outside corner, 2-2. Pianki at just 28 pitches in relief. He has been really good. Quickly back in with a 2-2. Fouled out of play. Hinch battling in.
Pianki trying to make just a few more. See if he can't bring his offense back up again. Maybe have another chance.
A 2-2. That one misses low and outside. The full count. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Close, but just misses outside. Pianki can't believe it. Ball 4. Game-winning run on the base pass for the Panthers.
Yeah, the rest of the infield can't believe it either. And it's a big one right there. Now you gotta reset if you're on the mound, and you gotta focus on this batter right here.
I'll say this. That was a ball early. It's been a strike the last couple of innings. It's a ball there. And now Tanner Bowman climbs in. First pitch misses for ball 1. Today Bowman has a sac bunt, a fly out, and a walk. 1-0. Waved at and missed that letter high fastball. Pianki trying to rally back, 1-1.
Coach Stokes was trying to give some signs. He's stepping right back in. He may have wanted him to try to put down a bunt there.
That one swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Pianki's dealing out there in rapid fire. Out of the stretch. The 1-2. This one popped up and out of play. Hinch has plenty of speed out there. Anything down in the outfield is going to be interesting, and now the umpire kind of admonishing the Stone dugout. Here comes the 1-2. This one flared out towards right, and it will drop in, and everybody's safe. It's a single on the board for Tanner Bowman and a potential game-winning run at second for the Panthers.
Home plate umpire telling Coach Stokes something about his dugout as well, but what a big hit there. Flares it out to right, and tough play coming on to it. And now, what does Coach Stokes go to here? With the runners on first and second, and sitting coming to the plate. You got speed out there at second base.
A walk and then a bloop single. That put runners at first and second. And it's going to be a pinch hitter, I believe, instead. So a new hitter in for Coach Stokes in a big spot. So we'll get a look at who this is. Number 14, that's Hinch climbing in. So he's going to pinch hit for Schaefer Sitton. And a big spot to get your first AB of the day. No pressure here. Trying to send your team into the region tournament for the first time in school history. First pitch, bunt is shown, and it's popped back for strike one.
And that might be why he's coming on here to put a good bunt down, try to move those runners up to second and third.
And this is Cole Hinch. And Pianki knows he's got to be privy to it, as does the Sparta defense. Shows bunt again. This time gets a great one down the third base line. To it is Gentry. Throw to first. There, little collision, but he's out. The sack bunt moves the runner over 90 feet. And now the game-winning run at third. Here's Drake Scarborough, who has an RBI on a walk. He's reached on an error and popped out, trying to end the game right here, right now.
Well, White County had runners on the corners and nobody out. Stone Memorial has runners at second and third and 2 outs. Who's going to come up with the big hit in this game?
Austin Pianki versus Drake Scarborough. First pitch misses up. A pass ball ends the ball game, more likely than not, and it's ball one. Kyle Hinch with a ton of speed over at third. Tanner Bowman at second. Here's the 1-0. This one sent into center, and that will do it. Drake Scarborough walks it off, and for the first time in school history, the Stone Memorial Panthers advance on to the region tournament. Final score in Baxter, Stone Memorial 4, White County 3, the Panthers advance.
What a big win by Stone Memorial, moving into the district championship and more importantly, into the region tournament for the first time in school history. Heartbreaker last year, losing to DeKalb County 9-8, and they're able to move in this time. Drake Scarborough, the game winner. I'm going to just go ahead and give him the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game. Obviously, Titus Bisbee was pretty solid as well. I'm going with the game-winning hit, but a great job by Titus Bisbee to put him in that position. Drake Scarborough comes through in a big way. What a big win for Stone Memorial in a great baseball game.
Well, Drake Scarborough got forced out there in game one today and said, hey, just throw pitches, and then he rallies back tonight. Bat in his hand, he gets the tying RBI on the walk, and then the game-winning RBI on the single, and the Panthers advance. Their reward tomorrow a well-rested Upperman team. They worry about that tomorrow. More importantly, they move on into the region tournament. How about the effort from White County today, trying to go the scenic route through the bottom bracket? They were right there, had a chance, couldn't get that ultimate winning run across. Stone did, and they erased the bad taste in their mouths from last year by advancing onto the region tournament for the first time in school history.
And now coming into next season, White County, like you said, they're going to have that bad taste in their mouth. They had first and third, nobody out in the top half of the seventh, and unable to score a run. Stone Memorial gets second and third. Drake Scarborough gets something he can handle and able to put it down in the outfield. And you said it, though. Coming up tomorrow, not going to be an easy task for this Stone Memorial team taking on the Upperman Bees. We'll have Chris Worsing going on the mound. Should be a fun day. And, hey, the important part, though, they're into the region tournament. That's all they care about.
White County season comes to an end with a record of 13-17. The Panthers improved to 14-15. They take on the Bees tomorrow at 5 o'clock. They'd have to beat Upperman twice to win the district tournament. Whoever wins the tournament hosts the region tournament beginning on Friday in the Upper Cumberland. Don't forget, keep your eyes on UpperCumberlandReporter.com for the latest coverage of high school sports throughout the area. Goose has been all over creation today to bring you coverage. Make sure you check that out as soon as it's up. Final score today, Stone Memorial defeats Sparta 4-3. We've got the Panthers and the Bees for a district title tomorrow. Thank you so much for spending all of your Sunday here with us in Baxter. Thanks to the Press Box boys and the hospitality and the Swarm concession stand for tremendous concessions all day long. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Until then, I'm Noah McKay for Jacob Vincent and everybody at UCR. Have a great night, everybody.